What's up, everybody? Just gonna light this. Usually I light this with my incense matches, but I left them in the other room. And that wick is too far down. I've like burned myself a couple times trying to light it with my match. Oh, I do have my matches right here. Anyway, so there's like a couple of things that I want to talk about because this morning I woke up and I was like very inspired to, oh my God, write about, I don't know, I made a post, okay? I got moved because about the song that came through in yesterday's Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine reading, okay? And these are incense matches. Anyway, I wanted to tell you, okay, so it's Endless Love by Lionel Richie and oh, it just went out. Diana Ross, okay? So anyway, as I was writing this, like I got really inspired. It just felt like, jeez, Divine Masculine. I just got this like download from, we're healing. Talking about our connections, our Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine connections, these spiritual connections. And, a lot of you watching me, for that reason, you are in spiritual union with your counterpart already. Okay. You've been on this journey a long time with your person. Union, like physical union is coming, like where you guys are going to be coupled, like known as boyfriend and girlfriend. It's going to come out like that is happening. Okay. And it's happening because I mean, y'all basically been fighting a war for your own peace of mind. Okay. Many people, this is like taken a long time to come together because, these spiritual things, it's like people, not everybody is really awakened to or believes in the fact that it's like your souls, like our spiritual bodies, like we're moving around and at all times and connecting with other people. And there's people that like, there have been a lot of obstacles for your union coming together. Okay. But it's not just about the obstacles. It's also been about breaking down the barriers within and around your heart. Okay. And so, first I wanted to just give you some tips. I want to talk about, because I've gotten to this place within my connection where I've just fully accepted, I've just like released my masculine. Like I love my masculine, but it's not in my time. It's in fucking Divine's time. And I just like, whatever, whatever will be, will be. If it's meant to be, it'll be. All right. But I know because, I channel for all of you, that, union is coming. Okay. And, I'm just moving forward, it's been a struggle. Like this was not something that happened overnight. Okay. My release of my counterpart, the control of the anxiety. I mean, it's been a process of like, just literally just deep dives into my emotions. And there's been this whole process of just like releasing these parts of the past. And it's literally like one step at a motherfucking time, it's like nothing has happened easily, it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I'm moving forward, but at the slowest freaking pace. All right. I don't know, I've been reading a lot of books, psychology books, not just metaphysical books. Just understanding and trying to learn about why I do the things I do, and why I'm attracted to the things that I'm attracted to, and you for the most part, what I believe is that it all stems from just from whence I came, from that core of my mother and father, and as a child, just like being bombarded with whatever I was surrounded by, and what I grew up with, and then constantly attracting those environments for the rest of my life until I became aware of the fact that I don't have to live like that. It's also been about moving through these different phases and patterns, and, letting go of people without ever receiving an apology, and just not even like, it doesn't even matter anymore. One time I heard this person say, forgiveness is understanding that there's nothing to forgive. And I just was like, I mean, that one, like, I was just like, what the fuck are they talking about? And as I've been continuing to dive deep into myself and into like the core, because like for me, it started off with like the surface people, like the surface people, and that's like one layer. It just like comes down, and then it's like, the people that are a little bit closer, inner circle, like possibly, like the people that I see, once a month or once a year. It's like, yeah, those are easy to discard. Like, yeah, or, to let go of. And then it's like comes closer to like the people I work with, or the people I see every day on a regular basis. And then it's like it comes even closer, to my friends, like people like that I consider my friends, people, even family, possibly extended family, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers. It came inward like that, and then it goes into um, me. Uh, I was reading a book, and it's like talking about how, if you're victimized as a child, it's like you're not really to blame for, you know, continued abuse that happens to you as you get older, But, you know, I don't know, like, because for me, like, I've accepted, yes, it wasn't just about being raped, or, I've also been in relationships with people, not just romantic, but people that just never wanted to hear my opinion, people that um, devalued my opinion, or placed an insignificance on me, and and these people have, like, I've allowed these people to stay in my life forever. So, and they're saying, like, those kinds of people, like, if you're victimized or whatever, when you get involved with other people who victimize you the same way those people are, it's like you're not really responsible for it because you're already a victim. It's like you just keep on, it's like you're continuing to add more wounds to your being or whatever. I don't know. But I was like, I've been processing that, and just like thinking about that and what that, because it doesn't really feel right with me, because even in cases where they say that if you get into I read this one particular book that's like about narcissists, and being, in a relationship with a narcissist, and how emotionally traumatizing that can be for you. And you can be, suffer from like PTSD from it and everything. Okay. And then like you continually seek to gravitate to that kind of person. Okay. Like once you're um, victimized. Okay. They say that some people that are attracted to these types of men or women in relationships, some of them, it's like split down the middle. Some of them have been raised by narcissistic parents. Okay. And, for me, like finding even about narcissism was um, very interesting because I always thought like a narcissist was just somebody that liked to look in the mirror a lot. Okay. And then, to read about it and to find out like it's like this whole syndrome and um, relating to somebody who kind of is one way with people and then a different way with their victim. Okay. And then like someone that always kind of twists stories around and um, never takes any kind of blame, like always makes it out like you're the one that's causing all the trouble, um, and it was just very interesting. Okay. And I know that I have had um, many relationships like that. And for me, like I've had to like trace it back and back and back and back to the root cause. And it's like, and then like learn how to um, forgive each person in the process, and including myself, Um, but to say that I don't have any responsibility in, um, allowing this to happen over and over again, I get it. It's like, I feel like it's my responsibility to heal that part of me that continues to attract this kind of, these kind of people into my life, And so, see, this is the kind of stuff that happens, like, for me within this twin flame connection. Like, I never would have looked at myself like this deeply or even started to recognize my behaviors. For me, also taking responsibility for my own behavior came with like me putting down drugs and alcohol. Okay. So that happened like 19 years ago because I'm 19 years sober now. Okay. And then it's like started this whole process of unraveling, and one of the first things that the woman that was like my guide through my recovery for my first 13 years of sobriety, one of the first things she said to me was, okay, are you ready to forget everything that you've ever learned up until this point so that we can retrain your brain? And honestly, like that's what it's taken, because when I got sober, I was 29 years old, and um, I I had a very screwed up lookout on life, but I didn't understand that it was screwed up because everybody I was surrounded with pretty much thought that way, And so as I started changing and as I started understanding that, it was like, oh my God, you mean like I don't have to um, show up places that I don't really want to go to or hang out with people I don't want to just to like, keep up with the Joneses. Like all that shit just started to change for me, I just started to release these burdens, I don't really know where or how I'm going to like wrap this up here, but um, I just want you guys to know that, I've been telling you, like, I've been being moved to share about my experience, on how I've gotten from being someone who was completely drug addicted to moving through the process of change to take control and responsibility for um, my own decision making. Okay. I, there's people around me right now that think that I'm taking advantage of them, or that they don't see what I'm doing, and that's fine, you know, or their interpretation of what I'm doing is like, I don't even know how they could see it that way, but it's not for me to know, you know. What's for me to do is to show up every day, to be the and show up as the woman that I want to be, regardless of what's happening around me. And that's what I try to do, you know. Um, Everything changes, or everything has changed for me once I started putting my needs first. And I'm not talking about like, oh, well, I'm taking care of myself and like, screw you. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about having been surrounded by people that degrade me as a human, look down upon me. And even if, like, this is why I'm saying, it's like, you can heal, you can grow, you can move through shit without even receiving any kind of acknowledgement from the other people. Because most of the time, what I found, my experience has been, is that people don't want to hear the truth. And people, but that's just where I've been. You know, I have been coming out of that. You know, I've like been attracting people as I'm healing. I've been attracting people that are healing as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, um, I just don't want people to stay stuck in a cycle. When we're doing these twin flame readings and these divine masculine, yeah, you know, like, they can be grueling. They will bring you to a place where of excruciation, all right? But it's not meant to keep you in a cycle of, you know, fighting or constant chaos. It's, you come together, there's that reaction, you get pulled apart so that you can review and grow from whatever's happened, okay? Because when you come in contact with your person, it's like they're mirroring you, okay? It's like the confirmation. It's like they're mirroring the parts of you that need to heal, just like you're mirroring their parts. Okay, so this is why it's like, it can seem very much like a love hate, you know, like a love hate relationship. But the point of it is, or at least in my opinion and in my experience, it has been about finding the peace within myself, becoming whole all on my own, um, filling up my own cup, cringing. I have a t-shirt. I bought this t-shirt because on the back of it, it says, I wish it said it on the front, but it says it on the back, it says, bow to no one. And I'm not saying that like I think that I'm anybody special or different than anybody else, but you know, I know my worth, and I refuse to be taken advantage of anymore. I refuse to be silenced. I refuse to be told who I am. Um, I look forward to the rest of my life and what's coming, because it's going to be grand. Like, I have literally paid my dues. I'm paying my dues. And, you know, I want to help everybody move through their healing, move through paying their dues, because I've done it without retaliation. I've done it without having to throw people under the bus. I, even though like that's happened to me, it's like, but it's just like, it's just not worth it to go there. My peace of mind means more to me than anything, and I used to just give it away for free, to allow what people said. And I'm not just talking about being in a relationship with men. I'm talking about, I just used to think I had such a poor opinion of myself. Like my self-worth was so low that I believed that when somebody said I was a whore, that I was a whore. Or, and that's like all I could be, I believed that, um, I was dumb, and you wouldn't even believe how smart I actually am, but I never pushed back. I just like took it, and coming out, like just busting out of my shell, the freedom of that, of yes, it makes waves and it's continued to make waves. And I have a feeling like it may turn into a tsunami, but it's meant to, and yeah, I just heard it's a revolution, but it's like, even with this channel, come on here and talk to you because most of you are my people. I know there's some people that listen to me and they're not, their motives aren't pure, but you know what? You're still receiving the message, and that that makes me happy. Because maybe it won't click today or tomorrow or next week, but you're not gonna like forget it. It's gonna come to you, regardless of why. The message is being heard. A lot of us, once you start going through a spiritual awakening, it can be lonely. You don't really, you can't really talk about everything that's happens. Oh, and that reminds me, I wanted to tell you guys, like, there have been a couple of people that I have listened to. Okay, first I want to tell you about Loon and Nate. Okay, I've talked about her before on my channel, but Loon and Nate, she does these Reiki ASMR videos, and there's like healing, and depending, like you can open up your, like she does sets the intention for, like, if you want to receive the healing that she's sending through, you will receive it. But she also asks, like in her intention, to just like, so that you receive it at the level that you're ready to receive it. So it's not like you're going to get bombarded with like more than you can handle. Okay. I want to tell you, like, listening to her videos and has really helped. I also do things like what's it called, EFT, and I listen to subliminals, and I do a lot of meditation. And the other person I want to talk about is Starseed Energetics. Okay, these two women have impacted me so much in my, when I feel it's we're so in sync. Like, it's not like I know these women personally, although Luna Nate I've taken Reiki courses with, because I am a Reiki 2 Reiki master, whatever. And but I'll be 3 Reiki master, whatever, soon. But it's like, I don't know them personally, but when I need something, when I'm confused about something, I either get um, a video from uh, Starseed Energetics, Ashtara pop up in my feed, or Lunanate. Okay. And it's like, it's so in sync, but that's how it works for me. Okay. But, and it could work like that for you too, but I'm just telling you, like, that's what happens. Like, um, they have been so instrumental to my understanding of what's happening to me, through my spiritual growth. And I'm just going to keep it at that. If you guys are interested in um, my, I don't even know what to call it really, my interaction with alien interaction, just tell me, because maybe I'll make a video about that. For the most part, I just kind of like keep that, like, I only talk about that with people that ask me, like I have private conversations with some of you. But if you guys are interested in that, I will talk about it, because it's not, it's not, it was scary at first. I'm not gonna even lie, like, it wasn't scary, because but it's not scary, you know what I mean? It's just scary because that's how, you know what I've been programmed to know about aliens is like, they're scary, and they're not they're not here for good. They're here to take over or something. And what they have done for me is help me, assist me in my understanding of the world as a whole, and how we're all connected, and yeah, assisting in my healing. So I don't know. This is almost 30 minutes. Anyway, I just wanted to come on, say what's up, and I'm here to assist you, and I want to assist you. And reach out. All my information is in the description box if you want to, like, book a reading with me, or just whatever. Reach out and talk to me. So anyway, I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will be talking to you soon.